What's up, guys? And today we're going to be playing some UHC Sim and complaining about things that happened at school. So, one thing that you guys may have seen if you watched last night's stream is that my friend, who I talked about a while back, found the channel, finally, and yeah, so that's a thing. He's not gonna tell anybody, but you know, shit. But the other thing that is annoying that happened today was, I think there were two things that really pissed me off. And by the way, you guys might think that I'm like the most bitter person in the world. I'm really not. It's just that a lot of things annoy me. I just don't say anything about it until, like, I can just talk whatever I want. Like, I don't have to worry about, like, my teacher is killing me. And I'm gonna take your horse. Goodbye. But pretty much what happened was, in middle school, in English today, they had, like, the tech director come down. And, the tech director is always such a weird term because, like, sure, she may know some things about, like, how a computer works that maybe I didn't understand. Like, if a computer blue screens, maybe she knows how to fix it better than I do. But when it comes to, like, a lot of other things, she doesn't know, like, how easy it is to do stuff. Like, they just example, this is what happened today. So they say they basically had a huge talk to us about how our social media presence is basically, like, gonna help us get into colleges and stuff. Like, if we put something stupid on there, we're gonna not be able to get into college, and we might as well end our whole entire life. And to be honest, this just seems so dumb to me because think about what I'm doing, right? I have my Twitter is, like, completely not under my name, and I can say whatever I want and not have to worry about the ramifications of real life. It's great. And it's just because I actually live in the 21st century. And also, they're acting like there's no such thing as a troll on the internet. You realize that, like, no person's gonna put their real name and then say, like, I hate everybody, I hate a specific demographic or something like that, and then expect no ramifications in real life if they put their real name under it. Like, doesn't mean any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Like, that's a problem online, is how people can just be anonymous and never be found or accounted for whatever they say. And they're acting like we don't know how to do that. Like, we don't know how to make a fake Twitter account with the name Billy Bob Joe and be like, yo, I hate everything. Or I go make a fake Twitter and I'm like, oh, you know what? I hate every Jewish person in the world. Like, there's nothing stopping some rando from doing that because there's not gonna be any ramifications in real life. Like, nobody's gonna go up to them in real life and be like, yo, I saw what you did. I figured out that you're poopmaster62_332 on Twitter. I know that you're that person. Like, there's nothing stopping people from online. That's a problem, but there's nothing you can really do about it. So they had this huge talk, and they gave us two sketchy, like, Facebook pages, right? And they're like, here is their resume for this TV show host that they're going for, right? And these are the two people that you have to pick between. And, one of them, here's the resume. They say that, like, they like to cook. Their friends say that they should be a teacher for cooking and all this other stuff. And then they're like, and then here's their social media, and they show us, like, their Facebook, and it's like some fake Facebook that, like, first off, nobody uses Facebook to my knowledge, but, maybe if you're a special snowflake. And we look at the Facebook, and there was, like, a boy and a girl, and the girl, like, she seemed totally fine, except for, oh my god, her Facebook headshot didn't match up with the headshot they gave in the resume, and I'm like, okay, that's sketchy, I understand that, but first off, nobody's stupid enough to lie about their appearance, because it's not like they're not gonna find that out when they meet you in person or anything. That would be thinking too far in advance. It's just so unrealistic. And then the only thing that we actually found that seemed negative about her was, first off, her Facebook page was private, because maybe this girl likes privacy, but you know what, that just seems sketchy to me, so, I'm not gonna let him have this job. And, the other one was because, their profile picture didn't look right, and the other one was because on their Instagram, they said, just made this, and the comment was, isn't this what you had at Mimi's Cafe the other day? Holy crap, guys. This person lied about making their food and putting on Instagram. You know what? They may as well starve in the street. You know what? We may as well just hang them. There's no coming back from that. I mean, like, honestly, if I raised a kid and he did that, I would immediately just drown the kid. I mean, it's just so obvious, man. So I really just don't understand what the point of that exercise was. And then the thing is, I made a tweet earlier today, and I was like, oh no, my school is gonna make me delete Twitter, right? And my cousin responds with, like, wait, why? And then he responds again. I tell him why, and, he's like, you realize that, like, most of my friends, when they went into college, they just, like, made fake accounts, and they were fine, because you could easily just change your name on Facebook if you really didn't want to, like, delete it, and then you're good. This person's getting the Wong Dong combo, you're gonna die here, boom, boom. Oh, I won. That was the last guy. All right. And the second thing that pissed me off today was after school. So I thought that I was over for the day. I thought, you know what, maybe I'll be able to make a video out of this. Maybe I'll be able to string it together, get that 10-minute ad revenue. But something else had to happen to me because I am a storytime YouTuber and express everything in the fullest truth. No, but seriously, this actually happened. I'm not gonna make this. I'm not gonna make this up, man. I swear. So, what happened was, after school, right? We're kind of just sitting there, and if you guys ever have to have your parents pick you up. I go to a private school, so our parents have to pick us up, right? And we kind of just have to sit there with our phone, right? And we kind of just sit there with our phone, looking at stuff, and not paying attention until we see our car, and then we get in the car and we leave. I know it's rocket science, but clearly some people don't understand that that it shouldn't be taken for advantage, because you know what? The ability for us to wait and use our phones is in jeopardy. That's right, folks. Today, I almost experienced the worst tragedy of my life. My phone was almost taken away from me, and I almost ended up dying because of it. So after school, right, I go out there, and and I'm on my phone just checking Twitter, just doing random stuff like I normally do after school because I don't really know what else to do while I'm waiting. And this teacher, I'm pretty sure was in 5th grade teacher, because he's like, can I have your phone? And I'm like, wait, have my phone? Why do you want my phone? What was I doing wrong? And she's like, yeah, you're not supposed to have it out after, right here. And I'm like, why? It's after school. By the way, everything I'm saying is what I actually said. I'm not just saying what I think I should have said. This is what I actually said because I didn't care enough. She's like, you know what? You're just not supposed to have it. Just give me the phone, and it'll be over with, and you can have it back in 5 seconds, dude. And I swear. And I'm like, but why? Is this a new rule? And she's like, just give me your phone. And I'm like, okay, I'm not giving you my phone until you tell me if it's a rule or not, because I want to know whether this is a rule that I should go to my advisor with and be like, hey, is this actually a rule? Because it wasn't told to any of the students, and now your teachers are forcefully taking away students' phones after school because of this. So, to be honest, I didn't care because this teacher didn't seem very threatening, and she just seemed like she was having a bad day and wanted to control somebody she could pick on, so, But then I just said I had to go in and get my measurements done for the show, for a thing, which I actually did, and I actually seriously forgot about doing. She was like, okay, you really need to do that. And I'm like, okay, and she's like, okay, what's your name? And I tell her my name, and she's like, well, what's your advisor? And I'm like, I'm telling you my advisor. She's like, okay, I'll tell her, and then we had a talk and everything, and I'm like, you're actually stupid, right? You're gonna have a talk to my advisor because, God forbid, I was using my phone after school. Oh my god, dude, to be honest, I should be expelled. That's unacceptable. And then, after all of this happened, I don't have time to play another round, so I'm gonna stay here. So after all this happens, and I go back inside to get my measurements, and I come outside, then I start complaining to my friends about it. I'm like, what is this? This is a new rule. And it seems like a PE teacher overheard us talking, and she goes over to us and she's like, you're not allowed to have your phones. End of story. And then she just walks away, and I'm like, but what? And so my plan for tomorrow was just to get this fake phone that my mom dropped in the toilet 2 years ago and bring it to school, and then look at it and then drop it as soon as she tells me to give it to her and be like, you broke my phone. So that's a foolproof idea. I'll tell you how that goes tomorrow. See ya.